this. Hello. And but hello. Um, Today we are going to be streaming my Rival Smash. My name is Omar,
My name is Gabe.
and as we can see already, we are already starting. Um, at least from what I know, we aren't supposed to be streaming the banning phases, and so we'll probably do a be right back transition while they're banning, and already going hard on the frontline battles. It seems our tanks almost losing their losing half of their HP there, pushing in, going through their choke point already. I'm already getting pushed back. Jeez, this is already such an aggressive match, and from the looks of it, it's like so much is happening already. Just so much damage, so much healing going around. It seems like finally slowing down a little bit, but it seems like our team has been able to take control of the point, and a lot has to be. And the Jeff ult in here getting
Huge Jeff
three.
ult.
That is a huge Jeff ult. Getting half of the team eliminated, and not eliminating himself. Seems like one of them was able to save themselves, but that doesn't matter because they now with those two knocks out, they're gonna be able to just wipe out the rest of the team. Wow. And, and now it seems like,
They're kind of just holding positions.
yeah, they're getting ready just in case. Yeah,
There
they're
goes Jackson in with the dive at Doctor
Jackson
Strange.
already. I mean, that Hulk seems very aggressive, I would say.
He definitely knows
Just,
what he's doing.
yeah, definitely. The moment he saw that Venom, he hit that stun, jumped him, and it just started going ham on him.
Yeah.
Thankfully, the healers are doing their job, doing their healing. But there seems to be a little bit of an issue with that wall breaking. Thankfully, they get the. Thankfully, no damage seems to be going off. And oh my gosh, that is a
That is a huge
huge
kill.
ult. It just
I don't
seems
think
like
I've ever seen anyone kill off of a Venom ult.
Venom. Oh, that's just supposed to be for surviving. Wow, that's
That's super impressive.
impressive as hell. Wow, so much. Just ins insane start over here our for our school here. Like, geez, okay, that's already two team battles that they've won. Our Jeff's already back to their old. So much has been cycling through right now. It's just insane how fast pace has been going. He's almost down, but you managed to get away so low on HP, but is still alive. Gets the health back and he's but he
Oh, he
falls
falls
off.
off.
Oh my God, the waterfall was so deceiving there.
So now they're gonna. They're
But now
probably.
they
It
seem to,
seems like they're regrouping and
yeah,
they're gonna
now they
TP
seem to be
on.
regrouping. Half of the team did die, maybe more, but
There goes the
oh, there goes
portal.
the portal. They're going straight onto point, and they already starting aggressive with the
And
ults at the
ults,
start.
all
It's
like
all
perfect
ults, all
communication.
colors.
Our team has some really good communication today, it seems.
Yeah, they're really timing all their ults and just their ults and pushes all together. Seem to be all as a team doing good. Um, and that's Venom just getting the unfortunate they weren't able to pick off the Hulk and he was able to transform again. But it seems like it doesn't matter. Wow. And that is gonna be point.
What a win.
Wow, what a win. They managed to get rid of the Hulk before the overtime popped off.
I don't even think the other team like even touched the point like at
I
all.
I think they like
Well, they
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 might
they might have
they tapped it
when
a
they all
little bit.
died,
Yeah, they
but
died. They might have gotten point and gotten a percentage or two, but then the Strange just portaled and they got point right back and
yeah,
it just didn't matter. Wow. Seems like our team is gonna be doing pretty good for this match. We're seeing how they still have, and it seems like Venom and Mantis has been saved for the next round. And no changes to the team comp so far. I would be surprised if they do, especially with how good it's been going already. I mean, it seems like they're running a 2-2-2, two tanks, two DPS, and two supports. And wow, just already going to second point. Banu messing up a little bit with that swing, but it's fine. He has a lot of mobility still. And from the looks of it, still have their Hulk. They have a strange now, I think. I'm pretty sure they didn't have that last game. Oh my god. It was how fast or paced everything was going first round. I'm not sure what team comp they were going, but it seems there seems to be a Wolverine in the midst now. I think. Did I see that? Yeah, there is a Wolverine in the team swing. Uh, wow, that's Storm. Our tanks in the Storm died. Oh, yeah, they're gonna have to be backing off now. What happened? Jeez, what happened? They just seem to be bursted down. Unfortunately, we don't have much control over the camera and selecting the characters, but from the looks of it, geez, they just seem to be bursted down out of nowhere, and the rest of the team just had to back off without having a risk being staggered there. But thankfully, it seems to be like a very quick regroup, going for the point again already, and that Hulk seems so good. But he seems so aggressive at the same time. He keeps getting going into a baby Bruce over here, and each time it's like, but then again, it's like it doesn't matter because by the point he's bruised, it's like he's in a good enough position where he can go back into his Hulk form in like a couple of like in like 30 seconds or less. And I will say this, gee, God, the whole Venom already died. Um, I will say the good thing though is we have so many ults here. All the ults we can have as a Mantis over here. Let's hope that we can put them in a good use and
They're
get that
probably
point
going
this
to
way.
all push forward and use their ults at the same
It
time.
seems like it, and it seems like we're using Stormos.
Yeah,
This is a Jeff. Yep, this is
Storm and Jeff
the Storm
with
Jeff
NATO.
NATO. They managed to get two and two more for a bit of extra damage, and is going to get three picks up the old combo.
Only two
And
left.
yeah, there's only two left. One of them had to back off a lot.
And
Somehow survived also,
we've
which is
also now recaptured point, it seems. So
hmm and now
hopefully we'll be able to bring this
yeah,
back.
we'll be able to get some more progress over here to the goal. Our Strange died. I don't know. Our geez, it's wow. They're already going on the. Oswego is going so aggressive with their Hulk. It's insane, honestly. And geez,
There goes the Luno.
so much. And yeah, Oluno buying it. It seems like they needed it for their Strange to come back on time. The Invisible Woman seems to be popping theirs though, and
We're still
two.
yet to see that strange ult though.
We still get to see that. We saw that Strangel from the Oswego team because our own Strange got picked off, but they seem to got pick, they seem to go back with the team that spawned again this time. And now they're gonna be waiting, regrouping. They already have Portal again. Seems like the Hulk is going so aggressively trying to stop that portal. Are they gonna be able to? And it seems like no. Oh, never mind. He popped ult pushed him on the animation and stopped him from using the portal, winning them the point. That is a insane play, honestly. That you were right with that Hulk. He is insane. He
That Hulk is definitely going to be a major threat. I have a
oh,
feeling that they might ban that next
they
time.
definitely. I mean, I personally would definitely ban that Hulk. How aggressive and strong he was during the those matches. It's insane how he managed to pull that off and get away with it. It's either they have to deal with that Hulk's aggressiveness, or they just have to shut it down completely by banning it. It's just like, wow. It seems like not all hope is lost. This is third point. They did get captured first, after all, and we seem to have a Jeff and Strangel this time started the match. We'll see if they use them or not at during the first encounter. And this time it is a bit more different because there is a second level of playing field on the point. Seeing how it's so close to the high ground this time, but then again, it's a bit more, a lot different, I would say, because there is the level. And oh, geez, the strange mess of the levitate ability is not going to be able to play for the team for quite a bit of time. And Wolverine over here has her ult, gets a big damage, and it's just gonna be
Detrimental.
that's insane. And they're gonna get that Phoenix ult. They were all grouped up. Insane value for both Wolverine and Phoenix ults. That's just gonna mean they're gonna have to back away. Thankfully, it wasn't a full team wipe, so they don't get as much ult progress as we go. But that does also mean that a chance of staggering. Thankfully, it seems like there is no staggering. The Strange tried to ult the our team, but thankfully our own Strange is able to block it off. And thanks to that, they're going to be able to walk in with Mantis ult, forcing the Luna ult to be popped off. And
Jeff native?
Jeff, is that Jeff NATO? Not even a
Could
Jeff,
be a Jeff native.
doesn't seem to be a Jeff NATO, but it does seem to be a team clear of the rest of the
Jeff
team.
Black.
Wow. Our Jeff is just amazing, I'd say.
CJ is definitely a really good Jeff.
He's insane for Jeff, I'd say, definitely. And think, did the team not just get cleared off, or are they already back? Gee, I never realized how fast paced the way of these games are. It just seems like the spawn is just non-existent. And ooh, this time their aggressiveness is gonna cost them being able to pick off two of their players already. Pick off the Hulk, pick off the Wolverine, and now the Invisible Woman. Invisible Woman is gonna be picked off, and it's insane. They already got three.
Pause.
And pause. Um, interesting. There seems to be something happening on. Um, not sure what the chat is saying. Seems like there's DC. Ooh, that is gonna be unfortunate. And at least for now, I'd say we should probably let them fix this. We'll be right back once this DC has been fixed up. But for now, we will be right back. We'll see how this gets fixed, and we'll come back once this starts again. See you. Hello, we have started going into our second game. Apologies for the end of that last game. It seems I was muted for for that last end of the part. That was a bit embarrassing. Thankfully though, it seems like now we are doing good. We are going into our second game. Gonna be push this time instead of ball control, and we are starting. And oh my God, that is three right after the bat with a Porto kill. That is going to be a great start for our team. That is already insane. Especially, I mean, every second matters, and especially that free ult charge also too is insane. But once again, it seems like they didn't ban the Hulk. That seems like they didn't think it was much of a problem. But then again, that Hulk is always going to be an insane player. It seems like Oswego is still with that similar enough comp, but instead they have a Emma Frost, it seems like. And it seems like they're keeping that Wolverine and still with that. I didn't know we had an Ultron player.
I didn't either. Who is
We
that?
have no. Who is that? Who is that?
Unknown
Who is?
D3 player.
Oh, that's Diego.
Oh,
That Diego is playing. Okay, we seem to have three supports. Oh, we have three supports instead. And we seem to have three supports in Iron Man. We're going for the Ultron Iron Man team up. We still have Venom and Strange as our tanks. Seems a bit different for past one, going for 2-1-3 instead. Two tanks, one DPS, and then three supports. And not going well after that 3K, I will say. They seem to have already gotten the team clear, pushing off the rest of the team that came back. And it seems like they're gonna have to regroup, wait up a bit. But the Hulk is already so aggressive. Is that a ulting Hulk? Not even okay. Geez, I say this once again. So I'm surprised they did not ban this Hulk. It is insane. And the Wolverine too seems to be playing aggressive, try to get a kidnap off, but wasn't successful. But at least this time, very aggressive. That's just an ult cancel. Dart ult was canceled by the Strange. Thankfully, Imbecile was able to get a ult off, but it seems like it doesn't matter. They got picked off either way. So much is happening. Jesus Christ. And the Iron Man gets stuck in the way. It's a mess already. So much is happening because the fact that we got past the point, Iron Man did get two with their ult, but it just didn't matter by that point because they got four picked off of their own team. They seem to be going in a little bit, popping. Is that just another ult that got canceled? Okay, wow. It seems like this is going pretty terrible with our ults so far. Seeing how two of her ults already getting canceled, Ultrons and Strange earlier too, which is insane. But thankfully, it seems like our team does not care. Gets two canceled ults, it still doesn't matter. Pushes them off point, regains control, and are able to position themselves a lot better now, which is still insane how they managed to get two of their ults canceled. Also, it's insane. But once again, this Hulk is just going at it. I don't see any other enemy t enemy other than the Hulk, and he is still going in and has another ult to go in with it. And now their Bean is going in with another whole ult, but it seems like the Luna ult is going to be able to save them and get a lot of time off of this. But their own Imbus ult is popping off. We have an Ultron ult, but it seems like it doesn't matter because the Iron Man gets picked off. We managed to get our own Imbecile on time, and it's going to be forcing the rest of Oswego to get pushed off. But the Strange getting pulled up is insane and almost getting not picked off too. But thankfully, with our triple support, it's going to be hard for the tanks to die here unless the supports themselves get picked off first. So much is happening too. Like My God, it seems like that Iron Man and Ultron team up is so saving this Iron Man's has saved this Iron Man's life a couple of times too. And this is such a perfect opportunity for the Iron Man to gets one off and then another Phoenix. Wow, seems like it didn't matter because seems like our team got picked off either way, and it's just insane how, jeez, okay, so much is just happening all around. And unfortunately, this time our team is the one that gets picked off. Iron Man getting staggered heavily too, which is insane. Still doesn't seem like it's not gonna matter. Um, our team is still gonna have to hold off too, because especially for Iron Man is gonna be able to get a
Hopefully,
huge ult. Unfortunately, the Imbus woman was able to get their ult off, pretty much somewhat canceling it out. And unfortunately, they are not going to have any more plays, seeing it as three of their teammates have been picked off. And now it is a mission to not get staggered. Thankfully, our Venom has no problem with that. But that is unfortunate. Our Ultron has been picked off and staggered heavily. Everybody else is alive except that Ultron. And especially with that vertical mobility, it's or not vertical, but horizontal mobility is going to take quite a while for him to get back. And see over here, the attempted kidnapping of the Venom. Thankfully, Venom is able to just swing away, but goes right back in with their ult, trying to get something and misses it off, not able to get any value of it. And once again, this Hulk is just on their backline the whole time. He is about to get a pick off, and he does. I don't know how they're just letting this slide, especially with how aggressive this Hulk has been. It's just been, I'm pretty sure the Hulk has just been opposite side of the team fight this entire time, except when he's Bruce Banner, and that's it.
huge
And this
ult
Iron Man gets a
misses.
huge oh, getting three picks off, but it's picked off. Thankfully, though, this is going to be enough for the rest of the team to come in, and it should be able to have a pretty good advantage fight here, being able to just pick the rest of the three off, and they get the Phoenix. They seem to get the ammo. It's unfortunately, the rest of the team is able to come back, pop off an imbecile middle, but we have one of our owns too. Our Strange over here has their ult and might be planning to raid. Gets it off,
Right here.
gets two, and gets the Imbus Woman and the Emma too. Insane pickoffs too. And oh my, I swear this Hulk is just insane. He's over here just doing his own thing. He's getting harassed over here by the Iron Man. Still doesn't matter. Has another ult for the backline. And is ulting the Venom too, which is insane. It's just how much is this Hulk gonna be able to get away with? That is the real question I have. Seems like we have our it seems like a Luna ult is going on our action of our own team. Iron Man is just gonna try and it's almost back to another ult too. Might be able to pop off and get more. And from the looks of it, they're just gonna let him go back on the Venom trying to getting stunned and dying for the record instead. Instead, we're gonna have an Ultron ult. Still not gonna matter though. It seems like our team is just gonna get picked off.
We are at zero
We
seconds
are
though,
at
so it
zero
is possible to
seconds.
take this back.
We might be able to take this back, especially with the Venom getting pushed off, not going to be able to swing in. Should have just climbed the wall and dived in instead. And from the looks of it, it seems like it's really dangerous. Phoenix popping off their ult. Iron Man getting their stun, getting nobody whipping it this time. Seems like our tanks are going to be able to hold point a little bit though. Venom's already down. Iron Man is down. And that is unfortunate. The other supports are down. There's no supports. There's no more Strange. And that is going to be it for the first half of this game. Oswego getting all the way back. Thankfully though, for Elgin's side, it seems like we were able to stall enough for them to have 0 seconds, forcing the overtime. So there's not a far chance for Elgin being able to push all the way through and being able to get similar enough score of going all the way through, and maybe even getting some time here. It seems like, and from the looks of it, we have no more Venom. We have a group now. We are still gonna stick to the triple support, two tanks, and one Iron Man. And from the looks of it, instead we're gonna have a Magneto instead of a Groot. Seems like not confident on that Magneto. And I will say that Venom definitely was interesting, but unfortunately, especially in the end, to show to just how vulnerable he can be, especially when he got that ult cancel. So if he can't have his shield, he is that Venom is always gonna end up dying there, especially with the way at least when I saw that little bit of touching point, if they didn't have enough time and he had to get point there, if he decided to walk in instead of trying to go for that dive, it definitely would have been a problem. Um, Thankfully though, that didn't seem to matter, and now it's our turn to go pushing for point, attack, and the Phoenix already getting so much damage out, bursting in. And Dark Strange already going to critical health so much. Seems like we have. I forget the name of the character. What's the name of the flying tank again?
Angela.
Angela. And it seems like the Oswego is going to have an Angela instead for the defending of this team. And Angela is almost down. It's very aggressive, Angela. It seems to be like the Hulk is the Angela. Yeah, it seems like the Hulk is the Angela. The Angela gets picked off. And Magneto is in a decent enough position, but you also have to remember that they have. Ooh, that Phoenix ult is going to be quite costly, getting two picks off of it. And instead of a Strange now, we have a Hulk being a bit more. It seems like we are going to have the Hulk instead, but it seems like ours is very passive instead, I will say, especially. He shouldn't be, especially if we have triple supports. But then again, he is waiting for the rest of the team. They seem to have to get him picked off, and McNeil over here being a bit more aggressive when the front line. He is going to be able to push in a little bit with that triple support back line, but the Angela kidnapping them backwards. Thankfully, he has his cooldowns and is going to be able to get healed back up and are going to be able to go in, get the Emma. Wolverine is going to try and stop this. Staggering the Hulk a bit, not going to work out. Have the Imbecile instead. Unfortunately, it seems like our backline just disappeared to the Angela. I don't even know. They didn't even let us see our supports just disappeared, and then Magneto was just the only one left. Their entire team was gone, and they just get picked off. Thankfully, though, it seems like we're going back to the Strange, and surprising, the Angela trying to stop the Strange, unfortunately missing the O, but is still able to dash in and get get the point off. Iron Man here has O. We have four O's also. We have Iron Man's, Magneto's, Invisible Moon, and Ultron. Ultron is going to get picked off, but we pop Imbis and Magneto ult, and then we pop our own Iron, and then we pop our own. Oh, gosh, there's so much happening. Sorry, there seems to be a Luna or a far team, and so much is happening. It seems like once again our team is going to get picked off. It's not going to matter. Our Ultron is going to get some kills. They managed to get three picks. And is that gonna be enough for the team to get the point? And they get a fourth pick. Phoenix is gonna be using their ult on point. And from the looks of it, I think that is gonna be barely enough for our team to get point and start to push in. But never mind, a strange porter coming in from Oswego, barely jumping in on time to be able to stop that point. Already getting picked off by getting three picked off though. Seems like the strange portal was not a good push, and unfortunately is gonna get picked off, and they are gonna be able to force it down overtime, thankfully. So Elgin is gonna have less time to push all the way to second point, but unfortunately for Oswego, they are not able to stop. Elgin and their push. And from the looks of it, we seem to have our own Strangel, and their Strange also seem to be go back to Angela, and they managed to pick off two of their supports, their only two supports, and it is a huge thing for them. And instead of an Angela, we have a thing, but it's not going to matter if they don't have any supports. If they don't have any supports, it's just nothing that's going to be happening. It's and from the looks of it, it's just I feel like in this case, they should just start backing off. The thing now has to seems to be going back to that Hulk, seeing as it's the only thing that's working for them. And now Magneto and Imbus Woman has their ults back, trying to go for something, gets no Magneto value, unfortunately. And Hulk over here going so aggressive also, see as always, but unfortunately not gonna be able to pull anything off, get the Emma and the Imbecile Woman off the enemy team, and are gonna be chasing them down to their spawn now, going in, getting another pick. It's just a very aggressive push from Elgin, and unfortunately the Phoenix ult is gonna be getting two picks here. And half of the team is now gone from that Phoenix ult. Unfortunately, our Iron Man seems to barely pull off the escape, slowly but surely. But now he's getting chased by that Hulk, and he is barely able to escape here. And either way, it doesn't matter. That Hulk is still wants that Hulk. That Hulk is now just waiting for him, wanting to get picked down. Gets hit by the stun and forces the Iron Man away. Thankfully, Iron Man is going to be able to go back to their team that is currently fighting the rest of the other team too, but it's just not gonna matter. They are still gonna get picked off. And yeah, somebody should be shooting this Iron Man. They're just letting him be on the air, letting him shoot. And they seem to get two different ults. We're back on overtime for Elgin, and so much already happening, and barely gonna be able to get that ult off. Waiting for that Luna ult to disappear, and they
Huge old.
only managed to unfortunately they only managed to get the Wolverine on it, but thankfully they managed to pick out two of their both supports, so they still have a chance. Magneto ult back at it, Ultron ult activated, and thanks to that Ultron ult, they are going to be able to survive the rest of this. Unfortunately, they still have more to push on this overtime. It seems like so much is happening, and thankfully though, another Phoenix ult though. Will this be enough to get a pick off? It's going in. The rest of the team is gonna be able to survive. Imbus Woman getting an ult off though. Rest of Oswego is gonna be able to push in, and unfortunately, it is not gonna be enough. Getting the rest of the team, I heard getting them picked off. Spider-Man is showing their face for a little bit, and it's not gonna be able to do anything, unfortunately. And that is going to be a defeat for Elgin. Unfortunate, but I will say that a bit surprised, I would say, especially since half that time it was more about. I'm not sure exactly what came down to being the reason why they lost. It seemed more like a bit more of team not coordinating as much as the first game. What do you think?
I'm feeling kind of like the same thing. You
Hmm.
know, I feel like there were definitely a lot of times where if they just communicated better, they could have used their ults more and could have
Hmm.
gotten more value out of them.
Yeah, I will say definitely. I will say between this game and last game also, there some of their ults also seem to be getting canceled, which is quite the unfortunate issue also, especially when that Venom this game they would have been able to hold a lot more with that Venom ult, but unfortunately they got stunned, got stopped, and at least from the looks of it, it's unfortunately it's gonna be Oswego's game to take. We are now 1-1. We are gonna go into third game and we'll see what happens then. So, see ya. Okay, yeah, didn't forget I'm muted this time. Um, and hello, we are back with game three here, and this time our team has decided to switch up a bit. That's the compilation, having a Strange Hulk, Black Panther Storm without the Jeff team up because we have Rocky Raccoon and Image Woman. And unfortunately, due to the bans, Jeff has been banned, so CJ will not be able to pop off, sadly.
He's still good on invisible
He's
women.
still good on Abyss Women thing, which is amazing for him. And already starting off the bat, Hulk going in, getting a Namor pick already insane. And going just more in, going for that Hela, is not going to be able to finish him off and is forced to back off. But it's already a strong start for Elgin here, getting a pick off and being able to push a first point already halfway. And from the looks of it, it seems like it's going to be quite the struggle for Oswego here to hold them off a bit until their Namor is back. But it seems like Oswego here is going for also a different team comp, seeing how we have Angela and Magneto as the tanks, and then Hela Namor as the DPS, and Imbis and Luna for the supports. And from the looks of it, it seems like it's not working out as well, especially with how different the DPS are this time, strangely. Um, especially since the what is that Magneto do? Why are they just letting the Magneto on point? I'm sorry. Um, but at least this time it seems like it's gonna be pretty different. Elgin already off to a really strong start, seeing how they've managed to get first point already. Our BP here is scouting out, seeing what else they can hunt. It seems like this time it seems like going to Venom this time, apparently. Venom is going to try and disrupt our two dives, Hulk and BP. It's gonna disturb them a little bit, get some damage off, but then it's gonna have to be forced to be backing away. And our rocket seems to going in for the flank, go back to our backline though. And Storm is gonna be getting. Oh yeah, they're definitely gonna have to be backing away here, especially with that Magneto ult. And it seems like ults are gonna be starting to pop off here. Venom popping their ult, Invis Women popping their ult, Storm popping their ult, and our own both Invis ults, Storm getting their ult off, Hulk is going in, and really on that Magneto. He's so low, but he's gonna have to back away with that shield. Unfortunately, not gonna be able to finish off the kill, and it's just gonna go in for that stall. Misses the stun, and it's just gonna be holding the back line, the front line. Gonna go back in, help the Venom, and Strange is still in the back line. That BP going in for that Magneto, trying to get some damage off. And the Oswego is just gonna have to try and get off that choke point, that little tunnel. And unfortunately for them, Hulk has popped their ult off, and Luna manages to sneak in with their own ult on point. So they are gonna be able to stall the point a bit more. Finally managed to get off, and unfortunately for Elgin, they seem to. Fortunately, it seems like all is going good. Venom getting another ult in at the same point. Uh, but Ace unfortunately gonna have to back away. Venom is gonna die. The rest of the Oswego is gonna die, and only Magneto is no, not Magneto, but Hela is gonna be left. And thankfully, Elgin here is gonna be able to get the next point. And from the looks of it, it's already such a fast-paced match here. Our BP going in already and is gonna get picked off, unfortunately. And it seems like Oswego was gonna take opportunity of that and just start pushing in. Seems like they have Thing instead of Angela instead. And Strange going in for that. Oh, huge! Oh, getting four! Already picking off two. And oh my God, this is already. They just got taken advantage of pretty much. I mean, And then BP over here finishing off the Luna. The rest of the team is gonna finish the thing. And wow, it's in just absolutely insane. Strange out here being able to stun four, get two picks, and then snowball the rest of the fight into a team fight win for Elgin. And now we are already on final point. Absolutely insane, I'll say. It's already going off. And thankfully, the BP is unfortunate pick for Elgin here. We're going to be able to pick off that Imbus woman, and it's not going to be able to contest the ults. Fortunately, though, they seem to be able to hold off. It is a 3 versus 3 right now, and Strange is going to be able to pick off the Imbus woman of Oswego. Unfortunately, seems to be a very big stall. Is going to be able to block with the Strange ult. Hulk is going to be able to get their ult off barely, and is going to just start going ham on the supports, trying to get their pick off. And Imbus ult seems to be going out. Hello ult is going out. Not going to be able to get a pick off because of the Imbus woman. Almost got picked off. Thankfully, Elgin's going to be able to get 3 picks off. It seems like Oswego is running out of steam. Slowly but surely is more than likely going to lose point. And from the looks of it already here, our Hulk is down to a Bruce Banner. Our Strange is up to a null, but at least from the looks of it, they're just stalling for time, trying to get point, and it just looks like that's gonna be it. Such a strong start compared to our last game here. So much faster than Oswego last game, having a minute and 39. That was, yeah, that's quite the, it was quite the push, I'll say, going at it like almost the entire time and just able to get all the way through the third point, and now it's their turn to defend. Seems like they are going to go with the same comp of BP Hog as flanking, which is very interesting for defense, but I say it's still going to be able to work, especially since how they were able to so efficiently at least get one pick off either the one of the DPS or one of the supports. Um, Still so surprised with how they were able to push all the way to third so fast. It, Morrow was such a fast-paced game that I remember. Holy, it's been quite the rush, I would say. Wow. I'm speaking over here the whole time speaking. Half of the time, I feel like I'm speaking Gearish over here, and already starting up again with their defense. Hulk over here on the top, just waiting there, and once again, our Strange getting 2 picks off the portal, getting their Wolverine and their own Strange, it seems like. And from the looks of it, it's just gonna be a quite the good start again. Hopefully, it doesn't snowball as last time, where they got pushed quite hardly after that. But from the looks of it, it seems like not as fast, but our Hulk is gonna be quite the aggressive over here. Is fortunately gonna have their shield to be able to back off safely, and both teams have their full teams alive now, and it's gonna be quite the ordeal. Strange is half health, quite the push. Thankfully, though, it seems like their own Strange is not. And oh, that is unfortunate for for Elgin. The dive team is just gonna be able to pick off their whole back line, honestly, and it's just insane. They just fell down full on team. Hulk is gonna be able to only one that back off safely, and thankfully not get staggered, but. How's that going to matter if the rest of the team is staggered and you have to wait for the rest of the team? Thankfully though, the Hulk is going to have be able to have the time to reposition, going for the back line, going as a flank, goes in And oh, that strange solo health. BP is gonna be able to get a pick off, but our strange got picked off, but it doesn't matter, thankfully, because of Rocket Raccoon's res. And thanks to that, the rest of Oswego is gonna go down. Jeez, this is quite the fast-paced game, don't you think?
Yeah, they're moving very quickly to where they need to be. So
Hmm.
I mean, they're definitely playing pretty well so far. I'd say I would just assume that maybe last map just wasn't their map.
Yeah, it seems like it, because now they seem to be popping off, always being sta on standby, on ready, and their teamwork too seems to be back on track, like you said on first game.
Yeah. So they must be coordinating better. I'm
Hmm.
assuming last game they were just probably like freaking out because they won the first game, so
Hmm.
they probably lost focus.
Yeah, seems to be, especially since Oswego doesn't seems to be uh, a bad team themselves, especially especially their Hulk. Their Hulk seems to be quite the good player, but unfortunately, it seems like our team has been able to adapt and push through that Hulk instead of having to need to ban him instead. And over here, our BP going in, get him some cobbles in. The Sproul's going all out. Namor going out. Luno going out. And oh, jeez. And their own Strangel is going in. Manages to get the storm, but is saved. Unfortunately, never mind. Jeez, that Strange barely managed to get the storm off. Their sting is so low on point. Barely is going to be able to survive there with their supports. And our own Strange is going to get pulled out. Got too aggressive with the got too aggressive on that thing kill, and it's gonna cost him his life, unfortunately. And seems like they're staggering a lot here. Jeez, that BP dying so fast twice.
This could
The
be a huge ult.
this is a really big ol' manages to get a pick off with it. Rest of the team is back. The Rocket Raccoon
They're doing the
supporting the
only
rest
one
of the team.
killer.
Oh, amazing place here by Elgin is able to get the rest of the team off. Their thing being the only one left, and
Huge
it's
ult.
just gonna be finished off with that strange ult. And seems to be nobody else is gonna be able to get the point, and that is going to be it. Wow, that is quite the opposite of our last match that we had.
Yeah, they definitely did a lot better. I mean,
Hmm.
they they didn't even let them get to the first checkpoint, so
Yep,
they definitely
definitely.
played a lot better this time than we did last time.
Yep, definitely 100%. And here over here, our strange Julian over here getting MVP instead, especially since unfortunately that shark has been banned. And I will say, very interesting ban with the Phoenix there. I will say it's the right play though, especially with how each time that Phoenix was ulting, they just kept on getting a pick or two. And I will say it was definitely the right play.
Yeah, I
Hmm.
definitely feel like that Phoenix was a lot more annoying than
Hmm.
the Hulk, and since we got out there with our own Hulk, we were
Hmm.
doing pretty well as well, and we were able to keep up in the end. So
Yep, definitely. Especially with how especially that last game I noticed at the very start with how much damage the Phoenix was outputting with their combos, and this was quite the insane damage output. I'd say I was like quite surprised, especially since I haven't played that much since I'd say Blade or Phoenix was added, and seems like these characters, at least Phoenix seems to be quite the good character. And quite enough for them to be banned, I'd say, and especially the Emma too. Seeing how Emma was also banned in this round, and I'm not quite sure why Bucky is being banned here, but seeing how the other two bans seem so reasonable, it does seem like the right play. And with the looks of it, though, quite the amazing match for Elgin here. We are now 2-1 going into our fourth game, And game point already. Elgin just needing one more match to win, and hopefully it's gonna be able to finish it off. But we'll have to see that for the fourth game. So, see ya. And hello, welcome back to Game 4 here today. Um, we are currently 2-1. Elgin winning by 2, Oswego 1, and from the looks of the bands, it's quite interesting. Um, Elgin's still banning Bucky here, and the other two bands were quite interesting also, I will say. Not banning the Phoenix again, but banning Hulk instead. And this time Oswego was actually banning quite the supports, banning Rocket, Jeff, and what was their last band? I forget. Um,
I don't remember.
yeah, but it's oh yes, it was BP. And instead of BP, JT over here, our flanker, is Spider-Man now. Um, but from the looks of it, this is quite the good map for him, especially with how he was able to get such a quick pick from the Phoenix also. Quite insane also. And this time in our supports are quite different. Instead of being uh Jeff and Imbuswim, we have Cloak and Dagger and Loki, which is quite the difference in our supports, I'll say. And but thankfully, it seems like we were able to adjust a little bit, but we were backed off already, and it seems we are gonna be able to. They are gonna be aggressive here. Venom going in, Spidey missing the hits in off the Luna, only able to get half of their health. Unfortunately, Loki over here is just gonna be shooting down, placing those clones, make sure they don't die, and from the looks of it, it's already such a aggressive start. The Strange getting their other Strange with the unfortunate for Elgin here, seeing how their own Strange got picked off. And wow, my God, this is quite the whole fight already. Starting off the bat, both supporters from our team, both supporters from their team, having both Luna and Clo. One of the God damn it. Okay, reconnected. Oop. Seems like that was a little bit of a lag. Seems to be going good now. Seems like it was just a little bit of lag, unfortunate. But either way, and now we suddenly got possession of point. We're able to get back to quite the even progress. But the Strange here getting another huge this time thankfully being saved by the Loki immortality. Our own our own Venom going in for the going off another ult battle, but thankfully this time the Strange is gonna be able to get two picks here, three picks. Half the team is gone now, and forcing the rest of the team to back away. Thankfully, a little bit of lag. Connected once again. Okay, unfortunately, weirdly, OBS seems to be acting up. Not sure exactly what's happening. Happened twice, but we are on overtime now. Already fighting on point, popping off every ult. Uh, Unfortunately for Oswego, they seem to have already gotten picked off so much. Half of their team is gone with such long respawn points. Only one person on point. The Cloak and Dagger going in for the ult. Barely missing point. Unfortunate for Oswego. Elgin will be taking the first point. And once also, I will say, geez, these matches so fast paced, aren't they? God, I will say though, Elgin definitely big win there, especially at the end with Oswego unfortunately wasting that cloak and dagger rolls, and seemingly that could have been used for the next round to get a big push off at the start. Unfortunately though, that is not going to be happening this time, seeing how Elgin has been now. I will say though, unfortunately, they seemed to have used quite the amount of ults at the end there. So that could be something. Thankfully though, they seem to be pretty close to getting their Spider-Man ult and already have their Strange ult. So at least at the start, they should be fine. And from the looks of it, they all the team. Oh my God, they seem to have quite the start here. Going in for a Portal Wanda ult combo at the start, unfortunately, is going to be quite the shame. They are only going to be able to get one, but that one is, and that one seems to not be enough for the Elgin team, seeing how they're going to be able to pop off, going for 5 kills, and only one of their teammates left. Seeing that Psylocke left, and it's just gonna get picked off. It's insane start for Elgin. Unfortunate start for Oswego, seeing how their Wanda ult combo seems to have not worked. Um, I will add, it was quite the strange addition to that weird position of where that strange ult portal was, especially with how the whole point was to get LOS for that Wanda, but because of that portal, half of the team was able to buy it. Especially since they timed it so well, and our own Strange going here for the solo ulting the Luna. Unfortunately, it's not gonna work out, and it's gonna get picked up by the Emma, and the Spidey also getting picked up by the Wanda. And unfortunately, that Strange ult didn't seem to work out quite well, but it's going to be okay. They're gonna regroup, go back in. They still have more progress than Oswego currently, and depending on how fast they manage to push in, and which is quite fast already, they found the Strange by himself and is getting pushed into the corner and is 1 HP with their shield up and is going to get picked off. And thanks to that, they seem to get the Luna ult also. Psylocke is going to get one with their ult, but then it's going to get picked off back. It is the 3v5 right now, and Cloak and Dagger seems to be used, and doesn't matter because our own Stormo gets that M off, gets the Invis woman off, and that is just going to be another team fight for the win for Elgin, and getting their point back, and just gonna start getting more progress back in. Oswego was able to get the advantage in progress, but unfortunately now they are getting hold it off, and it's just gonna be a little bit of a stalling game at this choke point. Hopefully, and Elgin here is just going to be hoping for as much time as possible, seeing as their unfortunate pickoff from for Elgin though, getting their Venom picked off, and Luna over here, and the Strange popping ult here, going in, getting another, getting no picks off because our Loki here gets Cloak and Dagger ult off, and they managed to, and thanks to this ult, they are able to get 4 picks off of Oswego, getting the Emma, getting the Wanda, getting the Cloak and Dagger, and the Strange, and it's such the fortunate. And it seems here like, are they gonna be able to get the pick off? The Psylocke goes in, manages to get the point, goes into overtime, barely got that overtime off, by the way, also too. But unfortunately, Strange has that ult, Venom has that ult, Storm has the ult. Thankfully, thanks to Elgin being able to hold off earlier without using any ults, are able to use them off for the overtime, and that is going to be it. And Elgin finishing off strong, 2-1, 2-0 on the last game, winning the fourth game, going 3-1 overall. That is going to be victory for Elgin. And wow, that was quite the last match, I would say, too.
We definitely did pretty good
hmm
there, I'd say.
hmm Yeah, it was. I will say yeah, it was just Oswego also not being able to get such aggressive starts, also, especially because that Hulk getting banned. Quite the amazing ban by them, I would say, by Elgin, I would say. Especially just the moment they didn't have that Hulk on control points, it was just they they just had like no way of being able to push in and get any starts from it. It seems like whatever else they tried, it was not possible. And while Oswego did try and ban their supports and ban the VP too, Elgin just did not care, going to different supports that they knew and going to Spider-Man also. It's just quite the amazing performance by GT too. It's while he may not have gotten any pop-off stands, he was able to overall with the Venom get good enough picks for them to win the rest of the games, and that is going to be all. And Elgin has won 3-1 against Oswego, and from the looks of it, that is going to be all. We'll see you all next time whenever we stream nets. I'm pretty sure that is Mark, right, if I'm not wrong. So, from the looks of it, Marker will be next, and that is going to be all. And this was Omar,
This is Gabe.
and see y'all next time.